There are some places in the world where we really are just not meant to go. Here are the top 5 prohibited places on Earth you should never visit. Number 5 on this list is Room 39. Room 39 is located in North Korea and might just be the most secretive place in all of North Korea. Business Insider says, in the words of journalist Kelly Olson, Room 39 is one of the most secret organizations in arguably the world's most secretive state. Created in the late 1970s, Room 39 is said to be located inside the Workers' Party building in Pyongyang, taking its name, according to some sources, from the office it occupied at the party headquarters in its early days. Although there isn't much official information on the room due to the secrecy of its activities, it's believed that it raises funds through commercial enterprises, both legal and illegal, with activities ranging from counterfeiting to the sale of gold, or weapons. This network of companies present in various parts of the world is estimated to have been able to contribute up to $2 billion a year to North Korea. It's speculated that Room 39 could be behind the sophisticated counterfeiting of $100 supernote bills that were issued over decades. It's really hard to write on this room because it literally is so secret. Like, I truly have absolutely no idea what goes on in Room 39 or who's in Room 39. All I know is that it probably exists in North Korea and that we do not want to be a part of it. I have to imagine that entering that room is pretty much a death sentence. Everything going on in there would be so top secret that leaving the area alive would be near impossible. Now, don't get me wrong, it would be very cool to see who's in this room and what they're actually up to. Big organized crime like this, when the government is involved and corporations are a part of it, that's super interesting and I would love to know more. But ultimately, the juice isn't worth the squeeze on this one, so stay away from Room 39 in North Korea. Not like you'd actually be able to get in there anyways though, because it's North Korea, but still. Number 4 on this list is Snake Island. Look, I like snakes, guys, or at least I'm not overtly scared of them. But at some point there needs to be a line, and going to Snake Island would definitely be crossing that line. Business Insider says, located about 100 kilometers off the coast of Sao Paulo, this island might seem the ideal exotic spot in which to lose yourself. But the truth is that for decades, the place has been uninhabited due to having been completely invaded by lethal snakes. Between 1 and 5 snakes per square meter inhabit the island. And if that isn't terrifying enough, it's worth noting that the snakes that live here are one of the most venomous in the world. The golden lancehead viper can reach up to half a meter in length, and with a strong, fast-acting venom can dissolve the flesh around its bites. It's for this reason the Brazilian government expressly forbids visiting the island. Think about that, folks. This island is straight up so deadly that for your own safety, the government forbids you from going. The Smithsonian says these vipers' venom can kill a person in under an hour, and numerous local legends tell of the horrible fates that awaited those who wandered onto the shores of Snake Island. Rumor has it that a hapless fisherman landed onto the island in search of bananas, only to be discovered days later in his boat, dead in a pool of blood with snake bites on his body. From 1909 to the 1920s, a few people did live on the island in order to run its lighthouse. But according to another local tale, the last lighthouse keeper, along with his entire family, died when a cadre of snakes slithered into his home through the windows. Unless you have a death wish, don't go to Snake Island. Number 3 on this list is North Sentinel. North Sentinel seems like a beautiful island to visit on the outside, but there's actually something very unique going on here. Business Insider says, while the rest of the islands in this archipelago are somewhat larger and better known, North Sentinel, full of mangroves and surrounded by coral, has remained virtually untouched by the outside world. It might sound like paradise, but the island couldn't be further from it. While its geography makes it one of the most isolated places on Earth, it is inhabited by one of the world's few remaining uncontacted tribes. The indigenous people of this island, referred to as the Sentinelese, have had practically no influence from the modern world. Throughout history, encounters with the population have been met with violence. In 2006, they killed 2 fishermen whose boat had been dragged by the current to their shores. According to The Guardian, a 3-mile restriction zone prevents visitors from entering the territory. According to Survival, an NGO for the rights of indigenous and tribal peoples, the Indian government has abandoned any plans to contact the Sentinels. The entire tribe could be wiped out by diseases to which they have no immunity, which is why authorities respect their wish to remain uncontacted. This is truly insane if you think about it. Literally an entire society on an island with hardly any knowledge of the outside world at all. Like, I wonder what they know about and what they don't know about. Do they know about technology? Do they know where they are on the planet? Do they know about other countries that exist around them? And also, how do they get food and water? What are their houses like? What's the everyday lifestyle of somebody living here like? What language do they speak? These are all questions that I think a lot of people would love to know the answers to, but it's just impossible to actually find out without encroaching on their territory. This could prove dangerous for those who go there, and then also dangerous to the people who live there themselves. So for everyone's safety, we just need to let it be. Number 2 on this list is Bhangarh Fort. This fort is located in India and is definitely one of the country's most haunted locations. Between Jaipur and Alwar in Rajasthan lie the ruins of what was once a splendid kingdom. The fort was built by the ruler of Amber Kachawaha for his youngest son in 1573, and gradually its population dwindled until 1783, when a strong famine forced the villagers still living there to flee. Local legends state that the reason for the kingdom falling into ruin was that the fort was cursed. As the only legally recognized haunted place in India, according to the Times of India, a government permit is required to be able to enter before dawn or after sundown. Although it's said that the reason is down to wild nocturnal animals such as tigers and the lack of artificial lighting in the area, no one knows what else could be lurking in the ruins. Literally, this place is legally recognized as being cursed. There are very few places in the world where the government has actually claimed that it's cursed, but this is one of them. I know that you have to be on the lookout for tigers and other wild animals, but if this place is truly haunted, as people suspect it is, then wild animals are going to be the least of your worries. This is an ancient fort. Who knows what type of death or evil things transpired here over the years? If it's actually cursed, then there could be so many different types of ghouls or creatures lurking down there, just waiting for some unsuspecting victim to come down. And number 1 on this list is Dulce Base. We often look at Area 51 as the big and scary base in America, but Dulce Base is right up there too as a place you probably should not go. Holidify says Dulce is a quaint town near the Colorado border in New Mexico. With a population of 2,600 Native Americans, this town serves as an underground laboratory where unbelievable experiments take place. It is said that the Dulce Base is a massive hidden compound that houses incredibly advanced technologies and human-animal hybrids. This base has very tight security and is regarded as one of the top forbidden places in the world and in the USA. Very recently we were talking about human-animal hybrids, and I brought up in that video how some of them might be hidden from the public. Human-animal hybrids have gotten a lot of backlash, so doing them in a top secret base where no one is watching might make more sense from a government standpoint. Whatever they are truly doing down here though, it's clear that if you go in, you're not going to be coming back out. If you don't have the proper clearance, then heading into this base would definitely be a death sentence. I, for one, don't want to be turned into a half-horse human being thing, so I'd stay away. But there you have it, folks. That is our list of the top 5 prohibited places on Earth you should never visit. Please let me know in the comments down below what you thought about this list and some other prohibited places that you guys know about. Also, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Nicholas Playlog, and I'll catch you next time.